Cincinnati. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 17 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. You talk about this Bengals defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they got to make sure that they don't have those.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
ETN up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the Jaguars are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Caught by Allen. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 24.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brings up 2nd down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Burrow. That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Able to find Higgins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Toss left side for Etienne. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brings up 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Jaguars.
Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Allen, the man in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
At the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Shoves him aside. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Burrow on play action. A short one there, caught by Likely. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Brings up second down at the Jaguars 44.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll return it from the 6. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over first and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Ball at the 33, second and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll put him in an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Now Burrow. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That's good for the Bengals. First down.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Isaiah Likely from 3 yards out. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
An 8-yard gain brings up
Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Hunter. 7 yards there and a first down.
a gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hunter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen in our halftime report.
Our tour around the NFL starts now at legendary Lambeau Field. It's the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And he was a top 10 rusher from a year ago, Josh Jacobs. He had 15 touchdowns on the ground last year. He's got his first of the new season right now. The Packers even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Aaron Rodgers, had Devontae Adams for all those years. Now he's got DK Metcalf. A 17-yard touchdown pass. This one's gone to the half, all even at 10 apiece. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Tua. You got to respect him in the run game, and he'll call his own number here. The defense apparently not ready for it because he's loose and he's gone. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins still trail, however, and that game's gone to half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Here we go.
The tight end in motion right. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 14.
That's another Cincinnati Bengals.
They will toss to Brown. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And Thomas has it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Lawrence on the sneak. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's a give to ETN. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville defense, here they come now. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Cincinnati Bengals.
This is Brown going up the middle. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A short one there, caught by Likely. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut the lead back down to 2. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle here to Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
They'll run. It's ETN. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at 7-yard line.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here we go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Jacksonville.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And quickly, they get to the line.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He completes it to Hunter. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we've got your backs.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Burrow will throw. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
12. Can. Start.
3rd and goal, Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Here's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Second down, goal to go. Lawrence. This is caught. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Jags, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.